Hi everyone, I'm going to start a series. This is just a short introduction of the Yalkut Yosef. There's a copy in English written by, compiled by Rabbi Yitzhak. It was actually the teachings, the Hilchot of Shabbat, the code of Jewish law within regards to the Halakha, the law of Shabbat. And it was actually taught by Rabbi Ovadia Yosef and compiled by the current chief rabbi, Rabbi Yitzhak Yosef. It's a fantastic English edition. We're going to learn from this. Going to do a long series. It could be 30, 40, 50 classes or God knows however, but there's 3 volumes. You can see the other 2 here, the Yalkut Yosef, compiled by Rabbi Yitzhak. So just a short introduction within regards to it. Many people say that they might be Shomei Shabbat. That could be, they claim, are they really? There's so many different laws when it comes to the holy Sabbath itself that one has to keep. There's things like Borer, there's things like Sochet. There's so many different things that 39 melachot, there is 39 workings, which is forbidden on Shabbat itself. We're going to learn at the beginning within regards to the general rules of Shabbat. And just as an introduction, I wanted to state over that, many of the great Rabbanim, they did even the small tasks in regards to honoring the Shabbat. And there's a famous story which I want to share over with regards to a guy called Yosef Mokir Shabbat. Who was Yosef Mokir Shabbat? He's a guy that honored the Shabbat so greatly. This great rabbi did. What did he do? Whenever he saw a delicacy that was tastier, whatever it might have been, he would say, I'd buy this for Shabbat. He was in the marketplace, saw something even better, and he says, no, this will be for Shabbat. Whatever food there was, he would always buy the best one. And one time, there was a wicked man inside a vicinity. This was related over inside the Talmud. And this bad man was told by the stargazers that someone, this Joseph guy, is going to get all your money. He's going to take it all. This guy that owned fields and gardens and so much. He was a multi-millionaire. So he sold all his possessions, this wicked person did, and bought a very expensive margaret. We're talking probably about something worth about modern day $50 million or something crazy like that, and tied it on his head. And then a wind came while he was walking by the riverbanks, whatever it might have been, a strong wind, and boom, the margaret, this expensive stone, fell inside the river, and it was swallowed by a fish. The guy didn't know where it went, and it was swallowed by a fish. And the fishermen came, and they the fishermen were fishing before Shabbat, and they got this massive fish they found, massive, gigantic fish. And then they said to themselves, who's going to buy this fish? Who's going to buy this? So they said, let's go to Yosef Mokir Shabbat, or you want to call it Joseph, the guy that honors Sabbath itself. So they go. It's just about to be Shabbat, and they've got this gigantic, incredible fish. They knock on the door, and they say, is that Joseph? Yeah. I've got this fish. We don't know what to do with it. It's going to be Shabbat soon, and want to sell it before the Shabbat comes in. He says, I'm going to buy it. Despite he didn't need it, he already had a very great fish, but he saw this amazing. And as he opened the fish, he found this margaret, this stone, and he realized he had become a multi-millionaire. Obviously, he's got multi-millions of mitzvot in Shirayim, but he's become a multi-millionaire because he honored the Shabbat. And Eliyahu the prophet actually came to him and said, you've got this certain thing because you've honored the Shabbat. And we see how great it is, especially Masechet Shabbat, inside the Gemara itself. It relates over all the great stories, how the rabbis, they honored the Shabbat so much, every single week, how much of an important mitzvah it is. And we're going to go through the whole course. There's 3 volumes over here. It's very rare to find this in English. It's Yalkut Yosef. It's Halakha within regards to which many of the Mizrahi, the Sephardi people would learn. And there's also the book of the Ben Ish Chai and the Kaf HaChaim, also I very much recommend, but we're going to learn this, Yalkut Yosef. This is going to be dedicated in memory to Lucy D, Maya D, and also Rina D that passed away, that were murdered a few months back from an evil Palestinian terrorist murdered them, and maybe this be their Luli Nishmat. I'm a friend of the father and the husband of the D family, and maybe this be the Lilu Nishmat. And very rare, I don't think there's many shirim or classes online within regards to Yalkut Yosef, especially in English. There's tons in Hebrew, there's some in French, but here we've got to go for it. There's also in Spanish, but we can do it in English. So guys, get ready for it. Yalkut Yosef. We're going to learn this halachot of Shabbat, Be'ezrat Hashem. Have a fantastic day and be blessed, and Chodesh Tov, because it's Rosh Chodesh Tammuz. And sorry for all the noise.